The Joys of Jell-O. This is a 1963 pamphlet called The Joys of Jell-O Gelatin Dessert. And I also happen to have The Joys of Jell-O Gelatin from 1981. I'm presuming they released these yearly for a while. So how has Jell-O changed? Or how had it changed between 1963 and 1981? Right? Let's take a look at this here. 1963 Joys of Jell-O. And you can see they had the categories. They had a few categories here. They had desserts, two-way recipes to serve as desserts or salads, salads to serve with meals or as main dishes, new ways with Jell-O, tips and tricks, and an index. So they were obviously trying to sell it with salads. Look at that cake right there. Real colorful cake there. I mostly recall it as desserts. But this one's kind of cool because it has some color pictures in here. This one's, that one looks kind of strange, right? Kind of like a Pepto-Bismol crown on strawberries and whipped cream. I'll pass on that. Oh, there's some wacky colors there. Those could be, I think, fun to eat, especially, for kids, right? At special parties and that. My grandma used to make some kind of Jell-O salad. She called it the pink thing. And it was just, I think cottage cheese and Jell-O and fruit cocktail from a can. Simple stuff. Marshmallows, too. So, mostly black and white pictures here in 1963. They show how you can kind of make it, serve it in a glass there. So this would have been, I guess, the 1960s style of Jell-O desserts. Let's contrast it to the 1980s style, or the emerging 1980s style of Jell-O. 1981. You see here, this is 1981, a first edition here. And this, they upgraded, they have kind of a spiral notebook now. Probably a lot more recipes. And then we see the categories almost 20 years later. They still had special occasion desserts, cakes and pies, family side salads, special occasion salads, entree salads, kid stuff, something different, and a primer and gelatin at the end. Like we need to know how Jell-O works. In this case, it's color-coded, so I'm going to try to go right to the gelatin primer. Oh, this is something different. Something different you can do. Oh, here they're using coconut for making cookies along with the Jell-O somehow and kind of coating. What are they coating? Almonds? Blanched almonds. Okay, these are not real pieces of fruit, obviously. They have some weird stuff here. Jellied cucumber soup. Thank God my mother never made that. You see, just kind of single color items there. Let's kind of flip through the book. There's a dessert from the early 80s. More desserts from the early 80s. They just don't look as fun in the 80s. There's an interesting one. There's a potato salad. It looks like it has a garden growing on it. Okay, that's probably about as intricate as it gets in the 1980s. So, The Joys of Jell-O, 1963, The Joys of Jell-O, 1981. Have a joyful time with Jell-O and a happy vegan cheat day.